people, we are back again, and today we are going to be discussing a social phenomenon, something that is, that is trending and that is rampant these days, and that has caused a lot of trauma and even some death, some suicides, So we're going to be talking about bullying, and how it is affecting the general populace. And of course, I'm not alone. You see my co-presenters. We're going to be looking into this issue. So stay tuned. So before we go on, I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves as usual. And I'll be starting from my right. You already know him.
Wagwan, my people, is your favorite boy, the ugly, the freshest, the softest, the sweetest. Your able guest.
We don't know that.
With all like a bag of information here to offload them to you. It's nice to be on this show again. Thank you for having me.
And to my left.
Hi everybody, it's your let's say favorite girl.
It's your feminine girl.
Hi everybody, it's your feminine darling.
Oh really?
The princess Amarachi.
Okay. So now let's get into it. What is bullying? And I'm not talking dictionary meaning now. What does bullying mean to you, Ugly?
Bullying is when you are, you are. Another word for bullying for me is oppression, where you are made to do things you wouldn't necessarily do on your own, or like I said, oppression, when you are forced to do things you will not necessarily do. That's bullying for me.
So I want to ask, is bullying what you do or what is being done to you?
Well, it swings both ways, because we have like types of bullies. It's not just bully doesn't go one way. It swings. There are like breakdowns of bullies, and as we go on in the show, I'll explain what I mean by that too.
Okay, Amarachi, let's hear you.
Well, bullying to me is, like you said, being forced to do what you don't want to do. But to me, it's more than that. It's when you're being hurt purposely by another party, or if you're the bully, you're causing somebody else pain, injury, intentionally, repeatedly. It's not a one-time thing. It's continuously. You have singled out that person to pick on that person and to make the person's life miserable.
Okay, so I'm going to buttress what she said, So basically, bullying is, just doing anything to intimidate somebody or to cause somebody harm, like she said, intentionally, either by your words or by your action, And these things really, really go a long way, especially these days of cyberbullying, So let's talk about cyberbullying. What is that all about?
So, for me, in my thoughts for cyberbullying, this is what I believe. If you know you don't have that thick skin, I will give you an advice if I say whatever I have to say about cyberbullying. If you know you don't have that thick skin to take trolls and insults and bullies from people, please keep your private life to yourself. Because, any information that doesn't come out, people can troll. So the second you bring your life to limelight, people troll you and all that. And for those people, and I don't think we can stop this thing, because bullying has been there since the beginning of time, from the Bible days till today. So the best way to avoid cyber, yes.
Examples, please.
The Romans were bullies. Till today we still have bullies. Racism is bullying. From beginning of time. From beginning of time, there were bullies. There were bullies in Christianity. The Jewish believed they were bigger than one party. They had to oppress them. That's bullying. You cannot speak freely about your religion. That's bullying. So it's not. I don't think it's something that can be stopped, but it can be controlled. And the best way I think you can control bullying for yourself is not post what you don't think you can take, because people will always troll you. They will always be trolled. We are not wired the same way. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, I understand the part where you say that you should not put your life out there. If you don't have thick skin, if you don't want someone to talk about you, then don't put your life out there. What if you are not the one that put yourself there? Because there are situations where you are not the one posting yourself, but maybe you achieved, you did something, a milestone, you got an award and something, and other people posted you. Now that is not coming from you, but yet you're on the internet. So how do you stop that?
Great stuff. If that is the situation, I'm sure there are laws guiding that kind of situation. If you are posted without your consent, there is a fine for that.
No, I don't mean...
Yes, let's not get into that. But then, if that's the situation, please, me generally, I feel like if you know you don't have thick skin, stay away from social media because it can be draining, very draining. People say a lot of things you don't agree with. People do a lot of things you don't commonly would agree with. So if that's the case, I don't know what to tell you, but I feel you should just stay off. Because people will not necessarily be happy with you when you win. They will always troll you down. And you be the first to win, you know. People will not always be happy with you when you're just fine. People don't like good things. I don't know, but I feel like a lot of people don't appreciate good things, especially in this day and time. There's so much envy in the world, hate and everything. So yeah.
I don't feel like it's based on good things. I feel like the people who bully are lacking something in their own lives. They are unhappy, they are sad, whether because it's not because they don't appreciate good things. They want good things for themselves too, but they haven't gotten there. Like you said, envy. Yes, like you said, envy, which works, but then it's not because they don't like good things. It's not because, the person that they are trolling or shaming is not... I feel like if you're in somebody's comment section, you're throwing words, throwing comments, you want to be that person, because I don't see why you would just sit down and say no, you want to be insulting somebody. You're pouring your insecurities on another person. That's what these bullies do. Both whether it's in school and you're being picked on by one senior or the other, they either want something that you want or they're not just happy with their lives. To me, that's what I think is the genesis behind bullying.
I can agree with that.
But the ugly has not answered my own question, and he even shut me up. And you know you can't shut me up.
On her show.
You cannot shut me up.
Tiwa says I'm here for you. That thing you want to say, you will say it today.
I will say it today, and I'm saying it again. Those that get posted, I'm not the one posting myself. Okay, let's even take the AMVCAs, you know. I win an award and then I'm posted. I'm not the one posting myself.
And somebody comments on your dress.
Somebody starts commenting, she doesn't even have dress sense. How you combining yellow with red? I'm not the one who posted myself in this case. And it's not that, I didn't give consent or that it's bad to post, you know.
It's a public
event, you know. So
how many would you want to sue?
About how do you navigate that? What do you do about that? So that's not me putting my achievements forward or putting myself in the public's eye, but yet I am still being bullied for it. So say that I still have something else to say. Answer that one.
Quick question, or no, not a question. I know this saying. I can speak for a fact that they know this saying. You, the viewers, should know this saying, and it is: silence is the best answer for a... Tiwa says. Tiwa says.
For a fool.
Thank you. So if somebody spits something that is not fact about you, you don't necessarily have to respond.
Okay, fine. Let me ask you something.
Anyway.
Yes, it's cyberbullying.
I feel like what she's saying is, you said we shouldn't put our business out there if we don't want to be bullied.
Exactly.
In this case, I didn't put my business out there, but I'm being bullied.
It's out there.
You're asking me to be silent. Now, the other people that are putting their business out there, they can decide to be silent as well, to not respond. But in this case now, you did not put your business out there.
Yes.
And then they are responding to you. So my own question now is, you said if it is not facts, keep quiet. So let's say it's not even AMVCA now. Let's say I get married and then maybe somebody from my past knows things that, you know how the internet doesn't forget anything. Right. And they are bringing up things that, you that did this, you that did that. Yeah, exactly. It is clearly facts, but that is no longer who I am as a person. I have moved on from that. Do I respond to that or not?
No, you don't.
But it is facts.
I'll tell you this because a lot of people don't know this yet. You don't owe anybody an explanation.
No, you don't.
That's actually. The second you start explaining,
exactly,
you are losing your steez.
You explain tire.
My elder brother in the industry said, "You go explain."
Tire. But aside from, let's us not confuse it. Be accountable as human beings. So doesn't mean you don't owe anybody explanation. There are certain things you shouldn't explain.
Like she said,
but
if
then
she was
be
married,
accountable.
Like she said, if she was married, you can explain to your husband, because I feel like you owe him that.
Your children,
family members, and all that.
Friends.
But you coming back to social media, we are very quick to forget. And guess what?
Pointless.
We're not here to support you. Social media is not there to give you that emotional support you need. No. If the second you realize this, the better. I said you should ignore for a reason. The second you give an explanation, they will counter that explanation. You will come back.
Yeah, exactly. You keep coming back. So to be a back and forth.
That's why I said silence It's the best answer.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about this one now because I think this is also a form of bullying.
Right.
So if we remember correctly, just a few days ago, the president tripped and fell.
Mm-hmm.
And I will call what has been happening on social media bullying. We have bullied him to the ends of the earth and back.
Forgetting that anybody can fall.
Anybody can fall.
It's not that there's something special about his fall.
Honestly, we have bullied him. We have said all things. We've even created memes.
The country is falling. Naira is falling. Even our presidency is falling.
But even funny enough, he had to come back to. He had to, to respond because he saw it himself and he had to respond. And of course, he made a joke out of it, saying, "Okay, he was danced there," but he had to just make light of it because it was too much everywhere, all over. It's like we're just waiting for something
so that we can yab our president.
So that we can just have a reason.
Nigerians.
What do you say to that?
On the mandate we.
Is it the one that put it in?
On the mandate we.
I don't know.
On the mandate is what?
I don't know. Okay, which mandate are you standing
That
on?
was a statement of our president. He said so that on the mandate we stand.
Okay.
I mean, if we're standing, why are we?
You're a bully.
Can you imagine?
This ugly is a bully.
I am not a bully.
Anybody can trip.
So you've never fallen before.
Can you guys listen to me?
Listen to what?
I've been asked a question. He said that on the mandate we stand. We should keep standing. And there was a statement of him saying, hit the ground running. So I mean, these are quotes of our number one.
Can you imagine? You are bullying your president.
I am not.
Yes,
I am not.
And you are backing it up.
I am not. I will say
He's
this.
a bully.
I just have to go around.
Now you know it's not only me bullying.
Oh my God! I just have to go around it before I make my statement.
Okay, let's hear you.
We've been made to presume these people are superheroes, supernatural beings. They don't make mistakes, or like they put us in that light to see them in that form, which is not right. Because I mean, before you see your number one citizen of the country, he's guided and escorted by over 500 cars and all that. So we don't expect a mistake.
Cars. Please, when you are talking,
be specific, I beg.
500 cars.
Let's just presume because I mean the escort is crazy. That's what I'm trying to say. And I mean, if you see this, you feel like these people are just supernatural beings. You don't see them as like your normal regular human beings you see. So we don't expect mistakes from them.
Yes,
we don't expect any mistakes from these people. So when they make any mistakes, it becomes an abnormal thing because anybody can fall down. But the fact that
we were not sympathetic, the public was not sympathetic.
Nobody was saying sorry.
That is what social media is meant for.
Please take care of him. You're like, hey.
Two says you're wrong. A lot of people were sympathetic, but
very few.
But you just said we were not sympathetic.
Yes,
a lot of people were sympathetic, but we just focused more on the negative side of it than I mean his Kini, what do they call these people? His rival during the election sent his sympathy to him and posting the same video. People thought he was like mocking him or trying to bully him. Nah.
Because there was actually no point of posting the video.
I mean, how do you know what he was sympathizing with the president?
Everybody knows the president's fell.
I mean, just for those that don't know.
Who did a funny dance step? I mean, funny this time. People say dance step.
I mean, there was a background song. What if that's his favorite song?
Why is he at that point? Why is it now that I remember that? And then his dance step was a trippy dance step.
As if he was about to fall too.
You're just
please, let's stop bullying our president, please. Please.
Yes, not just the president. Let's stop bullying in general.
Let's stop bullying in
general.
If
there's any way you can reduce your bully, please do.
Don't even reduce it. Stop it. Get help.
Bullying is bad. Now let's talk about police bullying or police brutality.
Both their brutality or their fatality. We won't talk about it today.
Okay. Let's start with you.
Tiwa says, I don't know. but anyways.
Oh yeah, now.
This particular topic is very sensitive to me because I've been brutalized, fatalized. Oyinbo is feeling me right now.
we are glad that you are here to tell your story.
But no, police showed me shege. I'll give you guys stories of how multiple stories of how I've encountered police brutality. First was when I was traveling by road to Abia State. Just wanted to go hang out, like relax for the year. And then if you remember SARS, They were very much around. So we were stopped by Bini bypass. Our vehicle was stopped. They told us come down. We went with like a force. I don't want to mention the actual force. So we were told to come down. We came down. We were searched. So they asked for our phones. Our phones was with the force that we went with. So they asked for our phones. We said we don't have phones.
The force.
The escorts. The escorts they went with.
Yeah, escorts rather. So we were told that. So this particular man just kept on hammering that if I see your phone, I will kill you today. Guy, it was no joke.
Because you guys told him you didn't have phones.
Yeah, we gave him our small phones and he insisted that we have like major phones. To cut this long story short, because it's actually a very long story, we were beaten. You know, this in Igbo we call it Akanchawa slap. You know, those slap that usually it's parents that give you that slap to reset your brain or like point you to the right direction. I received that slap first time in 9 years that day. And trust me, there was no strength to lie anymore.
Refreshing.
Reset of brain.
Because he went to the escort, got our phones. He was like, why did you lie? So once he points out your phone, like, whose phone is this? You identify as the owner. There is an encounter landing on your face.
Did they give you back the phones to take when you were going?
They gave us the phone, yeah. But we had to pay because after the slap, you enter the bus. While in the bus, they will beat you. One of them was using cutlass to flog people. Imagine it. Me, I've never been flogged with cutlass before. So before they flogged me, even the things I don't do, I said I did. I said I did it because I was scared. You know, they made statements like, "We will just kill now, throw now for this bush." Like I said, it's Benin bypass. We were stopped by. I don't even know where we were. All my mind was we should just go home. I just want to go home to my mother. Anything that wants to happen should happen, but I just want to go home. So with all that threat, we had to pay a high amount of money. We were tagged for 500,000 each. We were three, I, my brother, and a friend, and we were able to beg. We paid 900,000 for the three of us. It was crazy. Getting to Abia to come back to Lagos became a problem. So that's one. And the story did not end there. I kind of like missed a part where my brother called me to video them because they gave us our phones to call our families to send money so they can free us. Till today, I don't know my crime of paying 900,000 naira. Till today, as I'm telling you this story. So while I was with my phone, my brother called me and said, video them. Me. No, me. So there was this particular one that was like eating draw soup. So in my mind, I was like, you use two hands to eat draw soup for those that actually enjoy draw soup. When you use whatever swallow you're using, when you carry the soup, that draw that you use this finger to cut the intersection. So as he was eating, I don't know he was looking at me. I was just videoing him. I held my phone like I was using the phone, but I was videoing him. So he just stood up like he was going to pass. He washed his hand. He didn't look straight into the camera. These people are criminals. I'm angry. I'm very angry.
You're angry now. Is it not too late for that?
He passed like he was just passing. I didn't want to drop my phone so it doesn't notice or it doesn't become obvious that I was videoing him. So he just took my phone. He was like, unlock your phone. Sir. That was me the whole time. Sir. Unlock this phone. Sir. Then the Alcantara happened again. I unlocked the phone. For those of you that don't know what Alcantara means, that slap. That slap just helps you align with them. Go hand in hand. So I unlocked my phone. They saw he saw his picture, like his videos. Trust me, I was beaten. I was having this ice cream. I finished the ice cream. I was still with like the sachet, the nylon. I held that nylon like my life depended on it. They used gun head to hit me. I was booted on the floor. I just held that nylon. Anything that want to happen, this nylon was not in my hand.
If not, all hope is lost.
That's nylon they used to identify you.
Till today, I don't know why I held that nylon, but I mean, thank God for life. Because if people happen to know information, they ask us questions like, where your car, this one, that one. Then moving to the next story, my brother was arrested, taken to police station. My mother, and my father went there. My father is a choosing. For those of you that don't know what choosing is, it's a church. The Lord's choosing charismatic revival ministry.
Oh, really?
They wear this
yes.
Tampolo
neon
apron. When we got there, they didn't allow my father enter because of that their apron.
Why?
They were like, they don't accept choosing members. And my father was not really for the old soldier that
they don't allow choosing people in the police station.
Yes, no.
Oh, really?
So
why?
I don't know. Is there anything explained to anybody in Nigeria? So he was not allowed in. And my father, the old soldier is, God bless his soul, he's resting now. He will not take it off because they've been, wired to believe that when you wear that to places, things go in your favor. If you tie that thing around your gas, you will have gas automatically.
For 5 years without refilling.
So, my father was not allowed to. This is where it gets tough. We got there. They asked my mom. So one policeman engaged my mom in a conversation, and he was like, how old were you when you gave birth to these children? Because you are very young to have children like this. So she was like, what kind of question is this? And the next thing I heard was Ashao. For those of you that don't know, Ashao is the PROTI, prostitution. That my mom is a prostitute.
Does anybody need definition of Ashao?
Me as a young boy, what would I have done?
Even your dad, did he hear that?
My dad was like outside the gates. Now they did not let him in. My dad was already hitting their gates, doing all the things that old soldiers do. But my mom, me as a young boy, hearing that from a man to my mother, if it's you, what would you do? I could not do anything when in their custody. If you do anything, they'll lock you in. So when my brother even came out, when he heard my mom's voice, if you see the slaps, so it's just crazy. It keeps happening, like day in, day out. My younger brother was shot by police at night. He still has his scar on his body. We went to the police station to report this particular incident. They were like, you can't fight the government. So it keeps going and going. Too many stories. So this one.
Please, we need to do better. Police.
My family.
It's actually so sad. Your people that have been employed to protect the citizens around the ones causing
and there
bullying.
are lots of people who don't have the opportunity that you have today to come and tell
and talk about it because they've wasted them one place or the other.
They are gone.
Too many stories. The man that his pregnant wife was shot and killed. The policeman that shot the wife, where is he today? Nowhere to be found. The man that shot my brother, nowhere to be found. Many other stories like that. It keeps going on, and it's not just police, it's the force in general. All the forces that shot the people at Lekki Toll Gate 2020, where are they? Where are they till today?
Where are they?
We are being bullied and told to keep quiet in silence and all that. So please, we should do better. We
really need to do better. And every day you hear the police is your friend. The police is your friend.
Which friend?
Your friend where?
How can you be our friend when you
better look out for yourself?
Brutalizing, you are the one bullying. Just locking people up indiscriminately, talking anyhow to people, extorting people. Please. We need to do better.
It's crazy.
It's
you go to the police station today. A lot of the prisoners there are innocent people. They just
they don't even know they are offended.
They just don't even have connection.
They don't even have their day in court, but they are just locked up. A lot of people, their family don't even know where they are.
Yes.
Actually,
they are locked up somewhere. They don't even.
There's
know
this movie now that they were looking for a politician's child killed. He killed one family, the husband and the son, and then they were now looking for somebody that looked like that politician's child to replace the politician's child in prison. They now found somebody similar to that boy and killed him. Things like that happen. Just imagine your father and your mother don't know, maybe you're coming back from work and they see you and they pick you for nothing just because they want to say that they've killed you or something. Ask him for his ID card. The boy brought out his ID card saying this is where he works. He's on his way to church. That his dad is a pastor. As soon as they heard your father is a pastor, what can your father do to us? Nothing. They wasted him. People in the force.
It's crazy. Many things. I drive a car, drive a Mercedes. I don't mean to oppress you. I'm just saying.
Hey!
So, I'll stop.
What are we saying? What's he saying?
I was going to let you. I just saw this man. They came
He's bullying us.
They came in this bus that had no police writings on it or any of that. Next thing they told me to wind down. Where your ID card? I'm like, okay, where your ID card? My advice for us Nigerians, we should know our rights as people.
Yeah.
It is very, very helpful. Because people are being robbed they are impersonating police.
Yes.
You see them, they'll just wear one camouflage, one nonsense and tell you. I'm like, okay, please, can I see your ID card too? If a policeman does not have his ID card, please, you shouldn't, under any circumstance, render any of your information to this person. Police officers should have their ID cards as well.
Yes, they should.
Yes, if they don't have their ID cards, they have no right to ask you. Lead by example. If you ask me for my own, be ready to produce your own. So I know you're a certified police officer. Yes. I'm sorry to the police people in case
There's
you
nothing to be
No, sorry about I beg. They should work on themselves.
That's the police brutality or police bullying. So now let's talk about bullying in the place of work or workplace bullying, because I know for a fact that people get bullied at their workplace, either by their superior who has refused to sign their appraisal form because maybe he's been making advances and you are refusing, or he just doesn't like your guts, or when you don't greet him in a certain way that he would like you to do, and all sorts of things, or you are just being your promotion letter is refused, you are not being promoted just because somebody is sitting on your promotion letter, or somebody will not sign your leave letter or whatever just for you to go, different sorts of things like that in the workplace, and it's tantamount to bullying. What do you have to say about that?
For this one, I'll give my honorable Amarachi. Line is for us.
You are versed in police brutality.
Yeah.
Okay, so Amarachi, over to you.
Well, I feel like you've spoken about it all. The whole work bullying, maybe your supervisor doesn't, like you said, your God's person is making advances on you. And even if I would say go to HR, sometimes this thing can also come from HR themselves. So who exactly do you want to go to? Who exactly do you want to go to? Or people who maybe get the job by connection or something. You're fantastic at your job, but because it's by connection, you have people in the office place calling you names that it's not because of that, this. So what? Exactly. My daddy has connection. What should I now do? Exactly. But yes, I feel that in every sector there are bullies. What should we do about it should be the discussion, because why are you in a workplace? You came to work and mind your business, make your money, hustle and go home. You have time to be picking on somebody. Are you still in secondary school? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand.
You're not in secondary school. You have life. You should be thinking of getting married or starting your own business. Do you want to work for somebody forever? But instead you want to sit down and say no.
It's not, the business is actually not their own. They were employed as well.
You're employed. They are paying you salary. They are paying me salary. Exactly. But you want to sit down and be picking on me as what? So for the people that are being bullied at your place of work, if there are people that you can report this situation to, if it's not coming from HR and you know fully well that your company would do something about it, please speak up, because that is one issue that bullied victims do not. Majority of them do not speak up.
Yes.
Majority of them do not speak up. You're quiet. You're dying in silence, and different things are happening to you. Everything in schools or churches or relationships or family wise or everything all together. Speak up, because people hardly talk about it. If men are being bullied, men won't say anything. Sometimes if younger children are being bullied and you go and talk about it to your family members, or maybe you're not getting the right form of encouragement, or you talk about it. There's this I used to do to me when I was in secondary school. If they bully me and I report, they come back and bully me more. That's what asked me to go up my mouth and talk. That they never started with me, things like that. But then, we have the internet now. Let us not just look at it from the negative aspect. We can use it for positive things as well. You have the internet, you have access to a phone. Put it out there. Let other people see, because somebody would watch it and reach out to you one way or the other. Not everybody's heart is made of stone at this point. And I know, yes, putting your business out there is not so great, because they will come back and use it against you. But it's better that you are alive than you are gone. So in the place of work, please, if your HR is not doing a good job, there should be somebody that you can talk to. I don't feel like everybody's evil in a particular setting. I don't want to believe that. If the HR will not do something about it, if it's a very big organization, go to your boss. So, except your boss is the person that is doing it, then resign. Your life is more important.
Yeah, so let's do better. I think
look out for your own self.
That you can even talk to.
Yes, numbers that you can reach out to.
That's okay. Workplace bullying, I'm not sure, but there will be communities and people that you can reach out to. And then let's also talk about school. That is workplace.
Before we move to school, I have something to say.
Okay.
As regards the workplace, and it's a factor on its own, but then I'll relate to the workplace. It's called tribal bullies. It's mostly, you find it mostly at workspaces, where àwọn ọmọ Igbo, Indi, Yoruba, so
Ngbati.
Yes. if that can be controlled,
yeah, that's what I know.
If all that can be controlled, because now, we're lucky. I would say I'm lucky. I'll speak for myself that we happen to be in a communal environment where we love each other. In my office, I'm being loved by these beautiful women. She gives me food.
She gives me food all the time.
So, you know, we don't discriminate amongst each other, but in most offices you find there is a caucus.
Yes,
the
caucus,
Igbos
yes.
one caucus, the Yorubas one caucus.
You're lacking promotion because you are Igbo.
Yes.
Or because you are Yoruba.
It's something we don't necessarily look into, but we need to
about.
something we don't talk about, but we need to look into that too.
There's even this one for is it landlords? Because I do real estate sometimes, and then that time somebody wants to rent an apartment, they say Yoruba people preferably, Igbo people preferably. I don't want a Yoruba person, I don't Igbo people.
That's bullying. In case
you don't want to collect money and go. It's actually bullying.
But you know, sometimes it is bullying. It's subtle bullying. It's bullying. But sometimes some of these people are speaking from experience.
Yes, it could be that
so sometimes
they are former tenants.
Take it away. Their former tenants may have been troublesome or something, and then they now decide that I don't want this tribe. I don't want this is the tribe.
There is a stereotype for every tribe, but it doesn't necessarily mean that tribe.
Everyone is like that.
True.
Everyone.
So I mean, out of the 100, that 1% that is good might be the one that wants to take your place.
But you wouldn't know. How would
except
you know?
You try. Same thing with love.
So you would do exactly. You wouldn't accept you try, and then if you keep trying.
Why did you change your face? You're not okay.
When you mentioned love.
Let's
do better. We are one Nigeria, and we can't all be the same. You know, we all together make up one Nigeria. So let's stop segregating. Let's stop bullying some certain set of people. Oh, these people are like this. Oh, these people are like. It's our uniqueness that make us one. It's our uniqueness that make us a great people. You know, because we can't just do I'm like this. I'm right-handed, and then this person is left-handed. You need both. You need the combination of both to make something good. So you can't just say, oh, it has to be right. It has to be right. You need a little bit of left as well. So please, let's learn to accommodate each other, please.
Yes, stand on business.
Yes. And then let's talk about schools. So a lot of bullying is happening in schools, and you'll be amazed that it starts from as far back as kindergarten, nursery.
Because it starts from home, to be very honest. Your children are bullying neighbors, they are bullying their siblings, you're not doing anything about it.
It's the children that bully at home that come to bully in school now. Yes, now because
most of these children get these bullies from their parents. That's what a lot of people don't know.
True.
If as a child you see your mom or your dad always bullying other tenants or always bullying people in general, always looking down on people.
Or your dad is even bullying your mom, or your mom is bullying your dad. These are habits you will pick up.
Your subconscious just takes it, because if you're somebody that is like that looks down on people all the time, your child sees humans as nothing. Because the way you treat your maid, I don't want to. Let's come down to like the people that you can freely bully. The way you treat your maid, your children are not seeing it. You slap your maid, you put them hot water.
Maltreating them. Yeah, we know now. We watch one video.
Your maid cannot come anywhere close to your kids. You are bullying this person.
You have a separate plate for your maid.
So these people go to school and they see people in a certain type of way that, you're beneath my level, and then they pick on them because mommy and daddy do it at home.
So that's where the bullying begins. For school, well, like she said, it's something that has been in existence for over time. Because I was talking to a girl a while back, and she told me, she can't wait to be a senior, that she's going to be an SS1 student soon. And then all the things that seniors have been doing to her, that it's her time to do her own back, you know. And then I happen to have friends in KC, like King's College. There's this thing they call 5 decking. They will bend your neck like this as a senior, you the junior, they will bend your neck very well, and this 5 hand, they will land it on your face.
They say that they are training you.
Imagine
for what?
They break the neck, they will now start saying,
Then when the child has died or whatever, what now happens to these seniors?
The school will now start changing the story. They need to do better. I think the school authorities, they need to put
eyes and pay attention to all these things.
Pay attention to these children.
What's crazy to me is that most of these teachers are aware. Because when you go to report,
yes,
I remember clearly.
Because an incident happened with my own son in his school too. You know, it was a very serious incident, and it happened at night. And when I got to know about it, the school, the teacher, what are they called? The
matrons.
Yes, the
matrons.
But a man, the housemaster, yes, the housemaster was telling me to shush about it, that I should not tell the principal, that he will sort it, I should not, because he was thinking about his own job, as in as against the life of my own son. What kind of thing is that? I should hush. And then I actually tried to hush for a while. He said he was going to sort it, and when I found out that he didn't sort anything, I had to go to the school authority myself. And even having done that, there was still nothing concrete done. You can't imagine telling me that, oh, somebody did this to my son at 90, like poured ink in his eye while he was sleeping, for Christ's sake. And then you are telling me that you still could not find the culprit. You don't know who did it. In that whole hostel, you can't round them up and say, who did it? You are telling me you did it. So I'm like, if it was something more serious, if somebody stabbed my son to death or poured acid on him, that's what you are going to tell me, that, oh,
these people don't respect people that don't have power. Because if this thing happens to somebody who maybe knows somebody in a high place, that the school obviously would have nothing else than to, my example, let's say you're friends with the president himself,
yes,
and there's something like this happens and this school does nothing about it. It just takes one word from the government and they've closed the school.
I want to make reference to a while back with these students in Ajayi crowd that got bullied to death. I mean, what you want to tell me? Because I made a video about that particular incident. There was so much noise. Are you telling me that
nobody heard?
Exactly,
That's why I said these people know about it. This guy he shaved his hair, he was beaten to death. I mean, how did they take him from anywhere they picked him up to that particular space where they beat him?
And nobody
saw. They said it was a hostel. So how did nobody hear? For you to beat someone to the point of death,
person would have been shouting now.
He didn't keep quiet.
So
his head was shaved and all that. We really need to do
because
better.
Even when you report to all these matrons and they say they will do something about it, they'll probably call the seniors, talk about it. That's the end. Those ones will now come back and do you worse than what you did.
Maybe you can report.
They will now do you worse than what they have done to you initially. So it has to be more than, oh, I'm calling. Even the whole suspension thing, you suspend them, they'll come back. Even as you suspended them, their friends will now start to pick on that child.
Children are supposed to be expelled. Instead, they will be suspended. And then
I don't even think expelling solves it, because these people will go to other schools with that so much bitterness and everything and go and do it to more children. They need help because there's no reason as to why you are wicked.
There's really no reason. We need to do better as humans. Now, lastly, let's talk about relationship bullying, because even in relationships, you get bullied. You get bullied by your partner. You get manipulated. He's gearing up for that. He has a lot to say. So let's hear you now, because I can see that you're a bag of information, like you always say. Give us your information on relationship. I think they bullied him a lot.
I'm telling you. Listen. I mean, he's the one doing the bullying.
Oh.
I'm not.
Let's hear you.
I believe in tranquility, communication. Well, So, for relationship bullies, I feel like a lot is going on both sides. Some are coming out to speak, some are not. I want to give this instance of this woman, this gospel singer that was bullied and beaten to death by her husband. I mean, if she had spoken up, something would have been done. But because of what would people say, what would people think, she stayed in and forever remained silent. Because now she cannot explain, she cannot tell her side of the story and whatnot. Please don't drag me. I don't want to insult this person, because all the names that are coming to my head are insults. Because I would like to call him a beast, I would like to call him an animal. Because if you...
Who's that?
The husband of the woman.
Oh, okay.
If you are married to somebody and you are comfortable hitting this person day in, day night, day in, day out, morning, afternoon, night, once you are frustrated, you just go straight.
And your children are there.
And the children are seeing
you are raising bullies already to beat their wives.
That alone was not just... relationship bullies is like the highest of all, because it's not most of the time it's not just physical.
It's not one person. It's not just physical. It's just not one person it affects.
A lot of people beat their husbands too. It's not just wives that they beat though.
True.
For example, now my uncle, in this our business, Uncle Nedu Wazobia, his wife used to beat him seriously. Respect to you, sir. I just needed to make reference. He was beaten severally, enough. And then there are other videos that have surfaced the internet. I saw this man, his wife was flogging him for coming late. He dares not come out, because how dare you as a man come out and speak up that your wife they flog you. You know, if not for the whole situation we wouldn't have known that his wife was beating him. You know, and many other things.
But like, how do these people feel? I would like to know how they feel about themselves.
It's not just physical. You know, there's emotional bullying as
verbal
well.
bullying also.
Verbal, you know, just insulting, bringing somebody
calling
down,
names, criticizing,
names and all that. And then when you are gaslighting and all those things too are bullying. Body shaming, being narcissistic and all that forms of all sorts.
Yes.
Is that broke bullying? What is the person?
That's verbal bullying, because you broke shaming me. If you can say body shame, you are broke shaming me.
Well,
you don't have what I don't have, but I am the broke one. That is you bullying me emotionally. Yes.
I thought you just said verbally now.
There's verbal bullying and it's emotional bullying.
There's
verbally
emotional bullying.
He emotionally affected me, so he just bullied me. Yes. So for
it affects their mental
it's like
health.
This girl used to call people broke too much.
Please.
If you call people broke, you are bullying them, especially you that don't have. Because I don't see rich people broke shaming people. They don't have that time. It's just, I'll give you an example. You don't see Rolls Royce company advertising Rolls Royce. They know their target audience. They know their target market. You cannot just go to any car's lot and see Rolls Royce anyhow.
Is that not bullying?
It's
not bullying.
It's not bullying.
It's pride now. It's bullying.
They know their target market. You cannot find somebody like that broke shaming people because they know where they meet. You calling me broke, we have access to each other, so we're in this together. Do you understand why?
Period.
I wonder who is talking to.
Period. He's talking to somebody. He's talking to somebody.
Anyway,
what are you doing? I'm not in this with you.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, I'm not in this with you.
Guys, let's do better. Whatever form of bullying it is, please, let's do better as human beings. Let's be good to each other. We are in this world together, like I said. We are here together. We are all living life. So please, let's just be kind. And then we are all going to leave this place someday. Nobody is staying here forever. We didn't sign forever here. We are all living at one time or the other, So be as good as you can while you are still here, so that people can have good things to say about you. And let's just look out for each other. And let's not forget that this month is mental health month.
They don't know.
Mental health month. So please, let's
look out for men. Let us not stress them as much.
To them.
My brother if they've not wished you, cook your favorite soup, checked up on you. Leave that
leave now.
Leave that friendship.
After the June month,
come back.
Don't come back. They don't care about us.
And that will be all for today. Don't forget to like this video and also subscribe so that you can get notifications for our future videos. And also follow us on all our social media handles at The Eagle Online. And that will be all for today. Bye.
Mandate we stand.
Scan and